Hi friends, Jill Nouse here, and I'm back for Recalibrate, my second class in the fall series with BBP, and I'm very excited to be here. Thanks for coming to class, and we'll go ahead and start out on our bellies. So go ahead and lay down on your mat in an effort to just ground in and really kind of turn inward from whatever chaos has been going on. When you lay down on your belly, you can stack your forearms or your palms, and then rest your forehead down. And you can go ahead and just relax yourself there. We'll be here for a while. So as you arrive belly down, imagine that you could breathe into the small of your back and try to create some space there. Let the legs be long behind you. Might even rock the hips a little side to side. Feeling the gentle pull of gravity on your physical form. And taking deep breaths. And just creating a sense of rhythm or a bit of a metronome for this moment in time. I'm here. I'm here now. I am. There's nowhere more important than right here in this moment. Keep resting the forehead down. Just take your right knee out to a 90-degree angle out to the side. And then surrender heavy again. So notice where you started to hold. The long leg behind you might get active and loud, kind of pressing into the floor. And the 90-degree knee that's out to the side, just kind of gently push that leg and ankle into the floor. And then even the forehead, just slightly down into the forearms or the palms. And notice the belly pulling in a little. Really allowing yourself to turn inward. Go from external to internal. Metaphorically, just like we are from the exuberance of summer into a little more introspective fall mode of being. And eventually starting to bring the right leg back in and beside the left leg. And then switch sides. So your left knee goes out to the side, 90-degree angle, and surrender the forehead heavy. There's nowhere else to be. There's nothing else to do. The long leg behind you can get active, a little louder. The left knee can press a little bit more into the earth. Find that reflection, even the forehead. Can you make your body a little more dense? Feel the reflection of the earth. Pull the belly in. Your forehead's still resting down. I'm just not doing that because of my microphone. You can rest your head down. Just keep it heavy. And then bring the left leg back in by the right one. Start to fly the arms behind you, lifting the head up. Bind the hands if you can get that grip. Lift the thumbs away from the sacrum as much as you can and drag the knuckles towards your inner ankles. Broaden the collarbones, lift the chest, neutralize the neck, float your legs. Salabhasana for 5, 4, everything flies. 3, 2, and 1. Gently release and we'll come into child's pose. So as you're ready, hips to heels, body long, outstretched, sideways feel it lengthening. And your forehead can rest down again. Maybe wiggle the hips side to side, rolling on the shin bones. And then when you're ready for an inhale, we'll come up to table pose. Hands and knees. Move through cat and cow. So the belly drops, the tail lifts. Upper sternum and chin lift. Take a full inhale. As you exhale, we'll curl and round the other way. And then move with the breath, full inhalations, full exhalations. Bring some awareness to the spine, and where you're articulating the most is probably hinging at the low back a little bit. See if you can bring some movement into the upper back, into the middle back, okay? Inhaling, just finding even the smallest bit of articulation into those more challenging areas to move. Exhaling. And maybe there's one or two more of those. And then come back to neutral. Walk your knees back just a couple inches so that they're slightly behind the hips. Tuck your toes under. Feel how just moving the knees back brings a little more weight into the hands, allows you to cinch through the waistline a bit. And we'll float the knees up about an inch or so off the mat. Again, there's the belly, there's the waistline. Hold and breathe for 3. Downward dog in 2. And 1. Straighten the legs, send the hips way up and back. Pedal it out. Feeling the ground support you and reflecting away from that. So you're getting all this length in the spine, all this length in the legs. And now walk your hands all the way back to the back of the mat to meet your feet. And then hang in ragdoll, and you can either capture opposite elbow or tuck the pinkies into the elbow creases and genie the arms, and then just pour over the legs. Hang your head, shake out the head, yes and no. Sway the torso side to side a little bit. And then release hands to the earth. And slowly round up to standing. Reach the arms all the way up, take a full inhale, and as you exhale, meet the hands in front of the heart. Let's do that 2 more times. So inhaling, arms go up. Exhaling, hands into the heart. And just one more time. Inhale, reach. Exhale, hands to the heart. And now, inhale your right knee forward as your arms go up. And just hold here. So find a nice long line of energy right up and through the fingertips. Start to straighten your right leg out a little bit. Look towards the top edge of the mat. Eventually, we're going to take a big step forward and fly the arms back. So now you're in a flying lunge. Drive through your left heel, open the chest, reach through the fingertips, and reach through the crown of the head. When you feel ready, spiral open, warrior 2. Nice big breath in. Back heel spins down and flat. Your right knee is moving towards stacked over your right ankle. And then move your left hip just slightly into the right one. Get a little space in the forward hip. Nice big inhale, extended side angle as you exhale. So forward arm comes down to the thigh, and the top arm is reaching over the head. Tuck your right ribs under your left, maybe gaze up towards the sky. And then we'll move into reverse warrior. So as you're ready, back hand comes up and down, or back and down, and the top arm reaches way up and back. Full inhale. Exhale, come hands all the way down to the mat. Launching your left leg into the air. Standing splits. So now your right leg is your base. Take standing splits with the left leg in the air. And then bend the knee and fold it open. So your heel bone falls towards your sitting bone. Keep your left hand down. Take your right hand. See if you can capture the left foot from behind. And then pull the heel bone in towards the sitting bone. And lift your left knee towards the sky. So you're getting a nice quad stretch, maybe even into the hip flexors. And then we'll turn this into a back bend. So when you feel ready, start to kick the foot into the hand. Lift the upper back. So pull the sternum forward and look up. Kick the foot into the hand, take a breath in. As you breathe out, release the hand from the foot and step the foot way back towards the back edge of the mat. Now left hand down, right hand high, simple twist. Give yourself a breath in, and then Chaturanga Dandasana. So you can flow through Vinyasa, plank to half plank, or belly down. Come to either upward facing dog or cobra. And then downward dog. And then travel hands to feet. Roll all the way up to standing. We're going to do a tree walk all the way to the top of the mat. So when you're ready, start to create tree pose. Doesn't matter which one's your standing leg and which one's to the inner seam of the thigh. Just pick a side to start with. Come into tree vrikshasana. And then a little step forward and switch sides. So a walking tree, we're gonna cruise all the way to the top of the mat. Knee forward and a little step. Switch sides. And maybe you're just using the strength of your leg instead of the hands to create that tree shape. Let's see if you can pull the foot up there without any help from the hands. And then once you get to the top of the mat, just turn around. Good, and then when you're ready, arms over the head, left knee forward, hold and breathe. So just cinch in through the waistline, find your sense of center. You might start to kick the left foot forward, look towards what is now the top edge of the mat, step to a flying lunge. Whew, stream the arms back. Pause and hold. Here's the waistline again, right? Pull the belly in, open through the chest, smile your collarbones, reaching back through the tips of the fingers. Can you soften the toe grip as well? And then inhale, warrior two, open up. Good. Now your left knee is stacked over the left ankle. Lighten the toes. Can you move your right hip into your left now? Just a little bit of space in that hip crease. Big inhale, here's your extended side angle. Forward arm comes onto the thigh. Top arm is reaching over the head. And now it's your left ribs tucking under your right. And maybe you look up. Now reverse your warrior. Peel all the way back. Fill your lungs. Notice if that forward knee collapsed in toward the midline. Externally rotate. Take a breath in. As you exhale, hands come to the earth. Now your left leg is your standing leg. Reach your right leg into the air. Take standing splits and then bend that knee. Fold open. Can you reach around opposite hand to opposite foot? So your left hand to your right foot. And now heel bone to sit bone. Reach the knee complex way up and back. And then start to turn it into the backward bend. Kick the foot into the hand. Look forward. Lift the upper back. Find that upward facing dog quality in your spine. Full inhale. Release the grip. Step your right foot way back behind you. Here's your simple twist. Right hand down and left hand high. Big breath in. Chaturanga Dandasana. Ground the palms, step back plank. Lower either halfway down or to belly down. Pull through to up dog or cobra. And send your hips high, downward dog. Beautiful. Keep breathing. Now take your right leg all the way up and back. Right foot forward in between the hands. Breathe out. Come all the way up to high lunge as you inhale. Hold for a moment and just soften the back knee a little bit. Okay? As you soften the back knee a little bit, can you tuck the tailbone just a tad? Yes, that's it. Take a full inhale. And now right arm back and left arm forward. Right arm back and left arm forward. Good. Reach through the ring fingers as you peel the arms apart. Bring the right hand to the back of the left leg and take the left arm up and back. Full inhale. You might start to firm through the back leg now that you're there. Yeah. Full inhalation, reaching. As you exhale, left fingertips to the earth, setting up for twisting half moon. You can keep the back foot connected to the earth if you prefer that grounded sensation. Take your right arm to the sky. There's a simple twist. If you want a little more, launch the left leg into the air. Take the right arm to the sky. There's your twisting half moon. Getting a little breathy. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Listen before you move. You're going to tuck your left ankle in and behind your right one. So when you're ready, look towards the earth, set your right fingertips down, tuck your left ankle in and behind your right one, put your feet on backwards. And now just hang your head again. So similar to that ragdoll, can you just allow the spine to pour over the legs and maybe cinch the inner thighs together, so adduct towards the midline and pull the belly up and in. Now, putting a bend into your right knee, your left foot is going to slide off to the right. So a little bend into the right knee, your left foot's going to slide off to the right. You got it. Keep your left hand on the ground. Take your right arm towards the sky. Ooh, that's a nice twist. Feel okay? Can you straighten your right leg a little bit more? Straighten your right leg a little bit more. Ooh, just a little. Just a little. One more breath in. Your right fingertips will come back to the earth. I want you to find a spot to look at out in front of you somewhere. Know that we're coming into tree pose with the right leg as your base. So for me, the best way to do that is to bring my hands to heart center, set my gaze, and then start to bring the torso up. Now, the sole of my left foot's going to come to the inner right thigh. So it helped to do those little walks. Tree pose, grounding, but also finding that reflection. You're growing super tall. Lift from the navel right up into the low ribs, right up into the collarbones. And now take your left knee forward, breathe in. Sit into Utkatasana and twist to the right. Left elbow is going to hook your right thigh. You got this. Beautiful, beautiful. With the hands at the heart, come back to Utkatasana. Twist the other way. Breathe. Right elbow's on left thigh. Hips are pulling back evenly. Belly's pulling in, cinching through the waistline. Can you broaden your collarbones here? Thumbs to sternum, sternum to thumbs. Inhale back to Utkatasana with the hands at prayer. Pour forward, exhale. Halfway lift, in breath. Plank Chaturanga Dandasana, you got it. Inhale up. And exhale back. Go ahead and walk your hands to your feet. Roll all the way up to standing. Let's do a tree walk all the way to the other end of the mat. Doesn't matter which one you start with, just kind of try to even it out. Same as we did before, just little steps. Functional movement. You might not even use your hands. I just did, but maybe I cheated. Try not to use your hands. Getting that leg, the foot as high as you can. Whew. And then once you're at the other end of the mat, make a U-turn. Good. Inhale, arms all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, breathe in, and we'll walk it to down dog. Left leg all the way up and back. And left foot forward in between the hands. Can we rise up, high lunge again? Inhalation, hold for a moment. Find your center, find your ground. Feet are active and tugging towards each other. Maybe gives you a little bit of that reflective feeling. Full inhale. Left arm back and right arm forward. Reach through the ring fingers. Yeah. Really twist, rinse, cleanse. And then left hand to the back of the right thigh. And right arm way up and back. Notice if your left knee is collapsing towards the midline. Mine did. So kind of open it out towards the pinky toe side of the foot. Inhale here. Exhale, taking it to a simple twist or to a twisting half moon. So as you're ready, launch your right leg into the air. That's an option. And your left fingertips to the sky. So this is all like IT band, TFL, heavy, right? Glutes. Even piriformis, I feel it, I think. You're doing amazing. We all are, right? Take a full inhalation. Your right ankle is going to land tucking behind your left. Right ankle tucks behind the left. Now your feet are on backwards again. Take an inhale. Maybe there's a little halfway lift, cinching through the inner seams of the thighs. And then pour forward, exhale. Take a moment here. Ha. And then put a little bend in your left knee. Send your right leg out to the left. Right leg out to the left. Keep your right hand down. Take your left hand high. You got this. So there's the outer seam of the left thigh. Yeah. Woo. If you want to straighten the left leg a little bit more, notice what happens. It just travels down or up the leg a little bit more, right? Talk about recalibration. Take a full inhale. Both hands down. Now your left leg is your standing leg. Set your gaze. See if you can come up Vrikshasana, tree pose. The left leg, standing leg. Find your way. Ooh, set it up. Pause and breathe. I'm here now, I am. What keeps you grounded in the present moment? What tethers you here? Play with the arms, play with the gaze. Anything at all, right? And then knee forward, inhale. Sit into Utkatasana with the hands at the heart. Breath in, sit a little lower. Lighten the toe grip, inhale. Sit a little lower, feel all four corners of your feet. Inhale, belly's in, little lower. Crushing it, inhale. Sit a little lower, and we go all the way down. Find your sitting bones, Navasana. So just float the legs. You can keep the knees bent, reach the arms out. Stay right here if you wish, if you'd like a little more movement. Ardha Navasana, inhale, open, and exhale, come back up. Inhale, open, exhale, come back up. We'll do 3 more with your breath. And release. Now feet on the floor, about hips width apart. Bring your hands in behind you so your fingertips face your glutes. Open the chest and slide the scapula, shoulder blades towards each other, and then pick up your hips and do upward table. You can look up or let the head fall back. But really feel like you lift the back ribs into the front ribs, the back of the heart into the front of the heart. Can you open? You feel the biceps, heads of the shoulders, the anterior deltoids, and maybe even the pecs. And then we'll release. Slowly lay all the way down onto your back body. Take a moment just to get heavy and feel, again, that gentle pull of the earth on your physical form. And let's take bridge pose. So bring the heels in so that they're close enough to tickle with the fingertips. They're right up into your glutes. And then pick up the hips. Hold at the top. Imagine you're squeezing a block in between your thighs and trying to shoot it up towards the sky. Big inhale. Lift the hips a little higher. Exhale, slow release. Soles of the feet together. Knees fall wide. Supta Baddha Konasana. And just rest your hands, one hand on the heart, one hand on the belly. Fall and winter, we enter into Vata season. So in Ayurveda, the cold, dry, may not be dry in the Pacific Northwest, but the idea there of dry, and almost like the wind is within us. So it's important to look for ways of grounding, connecting to the earth, to nature's rhythms and cycles. Take a moment, bring the inner thighs together, hug the knees in. And let's take the knees off to the left in a supine twist. And feel the side waist open up, the bones and muscles drip heavy towards the floor. The only great change that has happened in my life has happened with small incremental decisions. What small incremental decisions can you make to move you towards what you want your life to look like, your day to look like? It could be something so minimal. It doesn't have to be huge. Come back to center and switch sides. The knees fall over to the right. Turtle steps. Slow and steady. Just a few more breaths. And then we can come back to center. Give it one more hug in, or happy baby, or what your body is calling for before you land in final resting pose, Shavasana. Just symbolizing the closing of a chapter. And always in this kind of liminal space, right? Between seasons, between days, between moon cycles, between whatever it is. Surrender the body heavy, final resting pose. Legs stretch long. Arms can rest by your sides with the palms turned up. Tuck the shoulder blades underneath you. Return to what's a normal rhythmic breath for you in this moment. And just surrender. The body heavy, you might start to stir, wiggling your fingers and your toes, curling your fingers into your hands and spinning your wrists, curling your toes into your feet, spinning your ankles. Stretch the arms overhead, the legs long. Just get as long as you can grow, just a full body yawn. Take a full inhalation. And as you exhale, use one of your arms, curl it up as a pillow, and roll off to the side. Give yourself that moment of transition before you start to build yourself back up into a seated position. And then get nice and tall through the spine. Find the reflection points again, the parts of you that are connected to the ground that can feel the weight of you, but then pull up and away. Those are the anchor points. You can get nice and tall away from them. The belly in, cinching the waistline, broadening the collarbones, softening the shoulders, and then the hands come right into the heart. Thank you so much for practicing with me. It's such a joy to be here as a part of this series, and I bow to you in love and light. Thank you.